Hey there, the real Atheist Dad, coming to you again live from the closet. And as a reminder, if this is your first time watching these videos, why am I in the closet? Well, to be honest, it's a symbolic representation of how I know not just myself, but many atheists out there feel. In the world we live in today, to maintain the health and integrity of not just ourselves and our families, but our careers and our jobs and our reputations, there's this overwhelming feeling that we have to remain in the closet to keep our atheism hidden from a very unforgiving and closed-minded world. And with that in mind, this week's topic is, as an atheist dad, how do I teach my kids to still be good without impressing upon them some sort of spiritual law or preaching to them from the Bible? Where do they get their ethics? Where do they get their morality? How are they still good people? I'll tell you this, if you ever met me or any of my 3 children, I guarantee you, like many people do, you would instantly assume that we are not just good people, but that we are Christians and that we go to church. At the very least, you would assume that we're religious. My kids are very well-mannered. My kids are very caring. My kids are very polite, extremely smart. And you know what's amazing? They're all those things without fear of eternal punishment or damnation or a spanking from their dad. They're good just because they know it's right to be good. I have never once, outside of admittedly participating in the Santa Claus theory, I have never taught my kids that there is some sky fairy up above who is expecting them to do good and that might punish them. My kids are good simply because they know I'm good and they know that I want them to be good because it's the right thing. I think the Bible very early on, and maybe not even the Bible, just Christianity in general, learned that the best way to stop people, children, whether it's literally children or mental children, from asking questions as they flipped through the good book, they would find a whole lot of potholes and a whole lot of gaps and a whole lot of things that didn't really jive or make sense. And someone might go, I gotta, and before they would do that, either a verse or a pastor or just the community of Christians as a whole would say, don't ask questions. You have to just take this for what it is. You have to rely on faith. I think Christianity knew early on that people would start to unweave the rainbow. They would figure out that things just didn't make sense. So they built into religion and into the Bible many verses about children honor your parents and don't ask questions and the word is the law, all in an effort to stymie people from starting to figure out what was really going on. I teach my kids to question everything, including me. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of you out there watching are probably going to think he's an atheist, so he's hyper-liberal and he lets his kids just run amok. My kids know that there are some guide rails and some boundaries they have to follow. But I absolutely encourage my kids, if something I say or my wife says does not make sense, they should question it. One of the things I hated when I grew up was I hated when my parents would say, because I said so. I try very hard, and admittedly I catch myself doing it from time to time, saying, because, and then I panic and I back up and I do my best to stick to my rules. But I hated growing up when my parents would say, because we said so, or do it because I said so, or because your mom said so, or the Bible said so. I want my kids to say, yes, sir, we'll do it, but why? And then to challenge me to explain to them, to give them the what I call the with them, the what's in it for me. I want them to understand there's a reason I told you. to look both ways before you cross the street. There's a reason I said stop before you touch the oven. I don't want them to just obey because it came from some higher authority. I want them to question everything. And what I have received from raising my kids that way is I have raised kids who are good not because of the Bible. They're good because they know it's right to be good. And we'll delve deeper into this topic in future vlogs, but I just wanted to do a short Sunday vlog this week to discuss a pretty basic topic that I know many people that may or may not stumble across my project, The Real Atheist Dad. I know because I get into discussions from time to time, one of the major topics people question is, how can atheists themselves be good, and especially, how can an atheist parent raise good kids without a Bible? I argue this, and I challenge you to let me know what you think. I know I'm raising better kids as an atheist dad without a Bible than religious parents are using a Bible. Anyway, that's this week's brief, quick, and to the point topic. Please, if you're out there and these topics and this theory speaks to you, I need some help. Subscribe, like, and comment down below, and help me spread the word. Help me do what I need to do to come out of the closet and to unblur my face and share my atheism a little more straightforward with the rest of the world. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, do what's right and not what's easy.